Yeah, but one man lost his hotel. He got some problems with his stomach.
Oh.
But he will
It's no surprise.
tonight. Actually.
Yeah. Yes. Before we start with RM+1, tell me about Ravers Nature.
Oh, it's a long story. Okay, Ravers Nature. So we started, I think, 1992. That's right, yeah. And well, first we signed then in Low Spirits. Since until 1997. Then for 2 years we didn't release any records, but we produced a lot for other people too. For example, for Mauritius, something like that. Well, and now 1999, short of the millennium, we're back again with RM+1.
How would you describe the old Ravers Nature, and can you compare it with today's sound of RM+1?
Well, the old Ravers Nature sound, you have it in the name rave. So when we started, it was rave music, about 175 to 195 ppm. It was pretty fast, yeah.
For today's standard.
For today's standards. So meanwhile we are a little bit slower, about 140 ppm. Well, in former times we used also harmonies, strings, a lot of strings, and well, RM+1 is new because of its vocals from Calvin, our new MC. And it's more vocals, but from the sound, well, it's up to date, I would think, and it's 4 to the floor, also but house style. We also changed the name because of that. We want to do other musics. So, for example, house mixes and not only rave music or something like that. And also big beat stars.
How did you guys meet?
I was out with the missing guy. You know, the missing guy is sick. You know, hi Roy. I wish he was here. And I was drinking at a bar. I guess I arrived from Chicago, and I was looking to do something different other than that direct hip hop, you know, thing. Something different, you know.
Anything in the future coming out from RM+1?
I think a lot. If it functions, yeah, man. We have a new single. I think it will release in January 2000. It's called 6 Days on the Run. It's done with a female vocal, also cool as like a vampire stuff. And maybe next year a long player under the name RM+1.
Tell me, what are your musical influences, what you listen to at home, each one of you, separately?
Death metal. No, all kind of stuff. I hear a lot of music. But what I personally prefer is Depeche Mode, Erasure, Pet Shop Boys, so former electronic music and so on.
What about you?
Well, since I'm a, MC, I like, a lot of hip hop, a lot of soul, a lot of blues. So I'm a very open-minded, MC. I do a lot.
What about you?
I like classical stuff, hip hop, all kind of electronic music, Depeche Mode or something like that.
We're RM+1 and you're watching Top DJ Mac.
Slijedi Cold Cutova stvar koju do sada niste mogli vidjeti na HRT-u, posvećena očuvanju prirode, a zove se Panoptikon.
Get a look at what the young people of the earth are doing now. All these younger generations here, they've all got your number. You're obsolete. You're already history. No more you need come through.
Guilty of violence. Guilty of violence. Guilty of violence. left is a single question. At which tree do we stop? Stop. 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 Stop.
You do not automatically have the right of way.
Stop.
This is a hang-up. This is what you have to do to try and stay in your house when they're coming in here to take you out. One of us puts a hand in this side, one in the other side, click a small handcuff in the middle so that hands are joined.
Get in the way of progress.
Things go in cycles, and 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 things go in cycles, cycles, and things go in 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 cycles.
Vidjet ćemo posljednji dio reportaže sa našeg jubilarnog puta kroz elektronsku glazbu.
Here we have DJ and live act producer Hyrel from California Sunshine. Hi.
Hi.
Tell us about yourself.
I make music for about 10 years in the scene of trance and techno, psychedelic music. Also DJ.
And you come from Israel. How is the scene over there?
The scene is very big. Trance is almost bigger as house in Israel. A lot of clubs and parties.
Well, how is the trance scene in the world compared to Israel?
I think the scene is everywhere, but it's like very underground, except for Goa. It's the biggest like underground scene of trance.
about California Sunshine. What is your project? How does it sound? How would you describe it?
California Sunshine is sort of very melodic, like if you know club trance, so California Sunshine is the psychedelic part of it.
And compared to the other trance producers, are you very similar or are you different? Because you are pretty successful, so there is something different from you. What's the key?
The key is the more production, very like different production, more like music, less than like techno.
Where do you have the best sales?
The best sales is in Israel.
And where else except in Israel?
I think around Europe, Japan.
And where did you, as the California Sunshine, play everywhere? Where did you think it was the best?
I think Japan.
And how are the people there? Are they only trance people or are they all like open-minded?
In my party, it was like everybody is into trance and not techno, only trance.
Is there anything coming in the future from you two?
Yes, there's a new album coming out under a different name, a new name, not California Sunshine.
What's it called?
It's called The Godfathers.
And how is that going to sound like?
It's more deep sound.
Deep trance or deep techno?
Deeper side of California Sunshine, like it's more dark melodies, but also commercial sounds together.
A couple of years ago, we had an interview with the organizers of Pendragon, and now we have a DJ from there. Hi.
Hello, my name's Darren. I come from London. I DJ trance, hard trance. Residencies at Samsara at the Brixton Fridge and Pulse, and I run my own parties, the Shambhala parties.
The trance scene is very, very strong right now in Britain. How come?
Well, music goes round in circles. I mean, trance had its day when I sort of first got into DJing around 92, you know, with BBE and stuff like that. And of course now the big Ibiza scene, you know, trance has just come back round again. I mean, we've carried on doing, we've carried on having big crowds, but of course things come round in circles with music, and trance is just, you know, the dish of the day at the moment.
How can you compare your sound to the controversial right now scene, gatecrasher scene? It's very controversial because of all the kids and everything. Yeah. Are you very similar in sound?
Well, I mean, Mark Sinclair wrote an article in DJ Magazine saying Gatecrasher stole our music, but what he really meant is it was just Gatecrasher took the music that had been playing on the underground London scene and turned it into a commercial venture, which is all power to them. They're doing great stuff, and of course then it's meant that the underground DJs that weren't with the Gatecrasher crowd are now getting plays sort of more, and the music's getting more heard sort of around the world now, really. So yeah.
Your influences to start playing trance?
It was really down to I used to go clubbing, and it was a club in Nottingham called BPI that I went to, and that's where I heard trance music first of all, with the original Heart House sound and Appearance and that type of stuff. And as I said, that was the influences that I started playing trance. That's how I got into the scene. So we've got a studio now and a record label, and we're starting to produce stuff. And yeah, the scene's coming on really, really strong. There's a lot of people in London who like trance. Yeah.
Where else is the trance scene very strong?
Well, in June I was in Argentina. I played out in Argentina. I did a week tour there, played at Club Pasha, and then up in the mountains of Cordoba. And the scene's very, very strong there, and of course across Europe. But outside of London, the BPM is, the music's a lot slower. It's a lot more sort of uplifting. In London, they like it hard and fast. Yeah, but it's good. You get to play a variety of music. Trance covers a big range of records, a big range of songs.
What are you going to play for us tonight?
I'm gonna go on an uplifting tip. I mean, I'm gonna start off sort of uplifting and then sort of try and get a little bit harder. See how hard the Croatians like their music. So we'll get up the BPMs. We'll get nice and hard and fast. But basically, it's going to be hands in the air, uplifting stuff. So.
Molimo da nas saslušate pažljivo. Pred par dana neugodno su nas iznenadili sa vijesti o uvođenju viza za odlazak u Veliku Britaniju. O tome sigurno ne bi obavještavali u našoj emisiji da nismo organizirali nagradnu igru Doček 2000 u The Endu, klubu koji se nalazi u Londonu. S obzirom na dodatne troškove vize u visini 400 kuna i našu fiksnu financijsku konstrukciju nagradne igre, moramo vas obavijestiti da će dobitnici puta u London morati sami nabaviti i platiti vizu. Isto tako, molimo one koji su već izvučeni i one koji će biti izvučeni da se jave radi toga na telefon 01 383 9151. Nadamo se da ćete zbog veličine nagrade imati razumijevanja za taj dodatni neočekivani trošak.